Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? This is such a beautiful day. It's kind of gloomy right now, but even though it's gloomy, y'all, God's mercies are new every morning, and because His mercies are new every morning, then we want to be able to take advantage of His mercy. We want to be able to meet His mercy every morning. We want to be able to understand that God has some things for us to do. And because He has some things for us to do, y'all, we've got to be ready to follow God in everything that He's going to do in our lives. We've got to be ready to follow Him and listen to Him and take His guidance. It's kind of like in Him I live, in Him I move, and in Him I have my beings. I shouldn't even move at all unless I move in Him. You shouldn't even move at all unless you move in Him, because see, the thing is, God knows and God has insight, and it's a reason that God has us on this planet. It's a reason that God has you here right now. And the reason that God has you here is because the most important thing that you will ever understand is that God is going to be on the inside of you, and that God wants to do some things in this earth time, in this lifetime, in you, and in this generation, and in the people in this generation. And so God is going to work through you to touch this generation, touch the people in this generation, and you're going to go down in history, ladies and gentlemen. You have a calling. Everybody has a calling. And when you understand that you have a calling, and when you understand that you got to take that calling serious, because God has called you to that. God has called you that. The whole world is waiting on what God has on the inside of you. And when you walk in your calling, then other people are going to walk in their calling too. They're going to see you doing it, ladies and gentlemen, and they're going to understand that when you walk in your calling and you're walking in yours, and they see the success of you walking in your calling, then it's going to give them the courage to do what they need to do. And so you got to be determined when you get up in the morning that you're getting up for a reason and a purpose. You got to be determined that when you're getting up in the morning that you understand that one step in the right direction with God on your side is going to open up so much more to you. It's going to give birth to so much more. One step leads to another, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what I want you to understand. So I'm saying, walk in your calling today. Be encouraged today and be strengthened today. But know that God has called you to do some things. And don't forget to get the book, The Calling, because it's going to bless you. It's going to encourage you. It's going to take you to a whole new level in your life. And that's what I want you to understand.